What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I just wanted to share my thoughts on the Tactical Team Deathmatch game mode. Now that I've got the whole weekend to play with it and really figure it out, I want to share what I think of that game mode and if I think it should stay. Also, keep in mind, the gameplay in the background is a stream highlight. It's a gameplay I just wanted to upload because I dropped a nuke in this mode, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. So sorry about the quality. It's not going to be like my perfect flawless quality because it is ripped from a live stream. So first up, I just want to go over a quick overview of what Tactical Team Deathmatch is. Basically, it's a boots on the ground mode where there is no boost jumping at all. You can still wall run, you can still slide, and you can still do a normal jump, but there's no thruster jumps at all. And they also made some tweaks to either damage or health. I can't really figure it out. Part of me wants to say you get 70 health rather than 100 health for core game modes, but then there's also a few little discrepancies, like sniper rifles a lot of the times are still getting hit markers when they shouldn't. So maybe the sniper rifles are getting like a negative multiplier now on certain body parts. I haven't really figured it out, but in general, for like all of the other guns aside from sniper rifles, and also shotguns are behaving a little bit weird in this mode. But for all of the other guns, it appears we have about 70 health, but who knows, maybe they actually adjusted some damage or something here. I can't test it in custom games because you can't access this mode in custom games. But aside from that, they adjusted either the health or damage. They adjusted the headshot multiplier. They made it way higher than normal, so headshots are very valuable in this mode. And finally, they increased flinch pretty considerably. So what do I think of all these changes with this game mode? First up, I love the introduction of this boots on the ground sort of mode. Now keep in mind, I'm somebody that has embraced the new movement system. I like the new movement system. I loved it in Black Ops 3. I love it in Infinite Warfare. I feel like Advanced Warfare was a bit over the top. I didn't really like their movement system as much. But I really like the movement system in Infinite Warfare, yet I also really like that they brought this boots on the ground sort of mode back. I think for a ton of people, and I've been on Reddit and a bunch of other places a lot, for tons of people, this brought the game back to life for them. Like, they didn't want to play it anymore, they weren't interested in it anymore, and after playing this, they're like back, and they absolutely love it. And I think that's amazing. Plus, it's a pretty cool change of pace. Like, I like jumping around like crazy, but sometimes I want that slightly slower pace. I don't want to have to think as fast and react as fast. I just want to like slow down my gameplay a bit and just kind of chill and relax while I'm playing. And this game mode is excellent for that. It is very slow. You do have to be very careful, and you do have to adjust your playstyle, but once you do that, you can be very successful in this mode. I feel like this is now the best game mode to drop nukes on. You do have to play very slow and tactically. As you can see in the gameplay in the background, there are a few situations where I was just waiting for a guy, just like sitting and waiting for him. But that's how you find success in this game mode. Plus, you could see my team was kind of getting destroyed, so if I wanted to drop that nuke, I had to play really defensively. So I really like that idea of the boots on the ground. As for the flinch, I'm not really a big fan of increasing the flinch. I don't see why they really needed to do that. I kind of see what they were going for. It looked like they were going for more of that like classic Call of Duty feel. And if you go back and play like Remastered, for instance, if you play Modern Warfare Remastered, you'll remember just how much flinch we used to have back in the day. So I think that's what they're going for with this flinch increase. They want to give us that more like classic Call of Duty feel. But I think it was unnecessary, at least to the extent that they increase that flinch. It would be nice if they toned that down a little bit. As for the increased headshot multiplier, I'm okay with this as long as they reduce that flinch. This kind of goes back to the flinch thing. I don't like a lot of the times where I get first shot on somebody, then that massive flinch takes them up into a perfect headshot, and they fire their one shot, and then I'm dead, even though I got the first shot on target. It's a little frustrating to run into those situations, so if they tone down the flinch a little bit, I'd be totally fine with that increased headshot multiplier. That way you're rewarded for going for those headshots, because in core game modes normally, for a lot of guns, you aren't really rewarded for going for headshots. As for the health decrease or damage increase or whatever they did to it there, I don't like this at all. I think this mode would play much better if it was just standard damage profiles and standard health profiles, aside from headshot damage like I was saying, simply because weapon balance gets thrown out the window. The NV4 is a 3-shot kill in this game mode, and yet the Volk is still a 3-shot kill, just like it is in core game modes. Why would I use a Volk over an NV4? There is absolutely no reason to use a Volk over an NV4, for instance, because an NV4 is a 3-shot, Volk is a 3-shot, NV4 has a significantly higher fire rate, NV4 is far more accurate than the Volk, and the NV4 aims down sight faster than the Volk. It beats it in literally every single category. There is no reason whatsoever to use guns like the Volk, because the NV4 just dominates everything. So by adjusting the health or damage, whatever they did to it, they threw weapon balance out the window. Now, the viable guns in this game mode are going to be the M1, the NV4, the R3K, And then there's also a few other ones, like some of the faster firing ones are pretty decent in here. But it throws a lot of those traditionally higher damage ones, or the 3-shot kill weapons. It throws them out the window. The Raw isn't really good in this. The Volk isn't really good in this. There's a bunch of other ones that just don't really stack up in this. SMGs as well, especially with the high flinch. I don't see a reason to use SMGs in this game mode at all. It's all about the NV4, the M1, and the R3K in this game mode. Also, snipers are quite solid because people are on the ground. They're not jumping around, so they're a lot easier to hit. And I like that. I'm fine with that. I think this is a great mode for snipers to play, so that's great. But overall, I would love to see how this game mode plays with normal health settings. I think it would play just fine. I think it would play a whole lot better. You would see a significantly wider range of weapons, and I think that's great. Another thing with this mode that I really, really like, as far as it being boots on the ground, is there are certain areas of the map that you would think you can only get to by boost jumping. But after playing with this a little bit, you can get to almost every spot in the map that you could get to with boost jumping. You just have to be a little bit creative. You have to use wall runs to your advantage. Try and chain your wall run into a jump to get up there. Or sometimes there's like a little box or something that you can hop on that you might not have thought of before. It is possible to get to pretty much every spot you can get to with boost jumping without boost jumping. And if there happens to be a spot that I can't really think of off the top of my head, FTL jump works great for this. Which brings me to my next point. I think the payloads actually work really well with boots on the ground. I wasn't anticipating that. I didn't think they would work well with this style of gameplay, but I feel like they do in general. I think some are a little bit more powerful than others, like FTL jump, for instance, is quite powerful in this mode because most people don't expect you to move really quickly or jump up in the air really quickly or be able to get to a certain spot really easily, and FTL jump does allow you to do that. But overall, I think it balanced quite well with this. And this is why I really hope this game mode stays, or at least it comes back. As it is right now, at the time of me recording this video, which is yesterday at the time of you actually watching this video, it says that this is going to be ending today as you're watching it now. This is very confusing. It says it's going to be ending on the 20th of December. Now, I don't know if they have decided now to extend it. I hope they decide to extend it or keep it for good. And I would like to even see them have potentially like an objective mosh pit of this as well as a tactical TDM. So tactical mosh pit and tactical TDM. That would be great. I feel like the player base there is very solid. I don't know for sure. This is just based on like how quickly I can find lobbies, as well as all the praise that this game mode is getting on places like Reddit. So I feel like it would be a really good choice to keep this mode in this game. And like I said, this is coming from someone that likes the movement system in Infinite Warfare. I think this would still be a great addition and it should definitely stay. I'd like to know your guys' opinion in the comment section below. Do you think these tactical modes should stay, and would you like to see more objective tactical modes? Keeping in mind that we can't have like a full playlist because that would just split up the population far too much. I think if we kept it like objective mosh pit as well as TDM, then it wouldn't split up the population too much, but it would offer a little bit of variety within the tactical category. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace, man.